Anyways, I hope you guys are having a great day. I want to talk real quick about single leg training. You might notice in a lot of your programs you have a lot of single leg things, split squats, single leg deadlifts, lateral squats, things where you're using one leg at a time versus doing like a regular goblet squat or a regular kettlebell deadlift, which we also do at the same time. But we do a lot of single leg stuff. And want to talk about why that's so important. There's two main reasons. First is injury prevention, and second is what we call the bilateral deficit. So let me first talk about injury prevention. So when you are on one leg and you're training in one leg, you're helping to prevent future injuries. Most injuries that happen both in sport and just in regular life to your lower body happen because we're in some type of single leg stance. Think about like when you're walking on ice, right? And you're walking on ice, you take shorter steps, right? So that you have more balance underneath you, right? And if you were to take a longer step, then you're extending yourself out there, right? And so when we're training on single leg, we're able to get it to where we're able to take those longer steps, right? If you think about sports too, if you're ever playing any type of sport, you're always on one leg. If you watch people as they're running, right, you're running on one leg. You're not running on two legs, you're running on one, right? Only one is usually touching the ground at once. So when we're training in that single leg, we're helping to prevent injuries for the future, right? And a part of my philosophy in training is there's three things: no injuries during training, prevent injuries, and then the third is to get results, right? Because main reason is you want to stay healthy, right? You guys know if you get injured, you're out for 6, 8, 12, 16 weeks, whatever it is, right? We want to prevent that from happening. So that's the first reason why we train single leg. The second reason why we train single leg is what we call bilateral deficit. So what all bilateral deficit means is that you can actually train harder and lift more weight with one leg than you can with two. And so what do I mean by that? If I had you squat and I had you do a two-legged squat, and let's say you maxed out at 200 pounds, and then we had you do a split squat, which is basically just a single leg squat. When you do that single leg squat, your max should only be 100 pounds. But what ends up happening is you end up having to lift 125 or even 150 pounds on that one leg. So if that makes sense, right? So that's also why we do it, is because you can actually gain a lot more strength training single leg than you can training on both legs. So those are the two reasons why we train single leg in our programming. And so yeah, that's all I got for you today. Look, and I've been kind of noticing I'm thinning here, just in case you were wondering. It hasn't quite connected, but we're almost there. Okay, I hope you guys have a great day.